Welcome to Accepted Student Day, the financial aid part of the presentation. My name is Kathleen Chambers. I'm the Director of Financial Aid here at Western New England University. And I'll be going over understanding your financial aid package. So our office is set up where you are assigned an enrollment services coordinator, and you are assigned to this coordinator based on the last name of the student. So as an example, anybody who has a last name that starts with A, Rosemary Latender, is their enrollment services coordinator, and so on and so on. We have a dedicated coordinator for the graduate law, PharmD, OTD, PhD, and the master students, and that is Lynn Santos. So when you call our office or email us, and based on whatever your last name is, that's the person, generally your point of contact in our office. So most of you have already been accepted and you've already received your merit scholarship. Most of you have already filed your FAFSA and had it submitted to Western New England University, and most of you have already received a financial aid package in the mail. If you haven't filed your FAFSA and or if you haven't received a financial aid package from us, you need to contact us as soon as possible, and we'll try and figure out where your FAFSA is and get it loaded onto your record. It's not too late to file the FAFSA if you haven't done it yet, so go ahead and do that. That can be done at studentaid.gov. So now we're just going to talk a little bit about the actual award letter that you did receive. So the total cost of attendance at Western New England University is kind of listed down below. The differences between direct and indirect costs. So the direct costs are generally going to be the cost that you will see on a bill from Western New England. The indirect costs are costs that we put into your cost of attendance, but those are costs that we just kind of assume that you'll be incurring on your own, separate from what your bill will be from the actual university. So when you have your award letter, it's usually divided up into 3 different categories. The first one will be grants and scholarships. Second category will be loans. The third category will be other, which will generally include your federal Workstudy, or maybe some outside scholarships that you've already received, which we'll talk a little bit in a little later in the presentation. So what is a grant and a scholarship? Well, the nice thing about grant and scholarship is that it is free money and does not have to be paid back. So in most award letters, regardless of what college or university it's from, in the title of the award, it'll have either the word grant, scholarship, loan, or work. So just kind of keep that in mind. But the nice thing about grants and scholarships, again, free money does not have to be paid back. Generally on our award letters, you're going to see different kinds of grants. One is the Pell Grant, which is federal funds from the Department of Education. You have to have an EFC of $5,711 or less to receive a Pell Grant. For the federal SCOG grant, that is limited funds provided by the federal government. And for our students, generally, you have to have a 0 EFC to receive SCOG. The other caveat on SCOG is it's a limited amount of money, so we do kind of run out of that fairly quickly. The tuition assistance grant, some of you may see that on your award letter, is monies from Western New England to help defray your tuition costs. State grants are available for Massachusetts, Vermont, and Pennsylvania, and they are based on an EFC. As a reminder, and they do have strict deadlines. The Massachusetts state grant, the deadline is May 1st. So if you have not filed your FAFSA yet and you are from Massachusetts, you do need to file that FAFSA as soon as possible, because May 1st will be here before you know it. So the next part of your award letter will include your federal student loans. So loan, if it has the word loan in it, it is something that does have to be paid back. So the loan funds help pay for college, but they do have to be paid back with interest. Usually you will start 6 months, you'll start repayment approximately 6 months after you graduate, and you'll have 10 years to pay it back. Or in some cases, you can make payments based on your income. So there's two types of federal loans for the incoming freshman class. One is a federal subsidized loan, and what that means is the government is paying the interest for you while you are in school. The unsubsidized loan, the interest is accruing in the student's name. However, repayment does not begin on that loan until 6 months after you graduate. So between those two loans, for freshmen, they can get up to $5,500. For sophomores, they can get up to $6,500. And for juniors and seniors, you can get up to $7,500 in those particular loans. Also, we from the federal government, there's a loan called the Parent Plus loan. This is a credit-based loan that the parent of a dependent undergraduate student can borrow to help pay the difference between cost and the financial aid received. The application for this is not available yet. We don't anticipate it'll be available until probably the end of April, and you will go to studentaid.gov to apply for this loan, which is also the same website that the student is going to go to complete their master promissory notes and their entrance counseling. But this website is not available yet for the 2021 year. It is available for the 1920 year. So if you go on and apply, you're doing it in the wrong year and you'll have to do it again. So hopefully by the end of April, this website will be available to apply for the Parent Plus loan. Again, I already mentioned that to pay back your loans, you generally 6 months after you graduate or cease to become at least a half-time student. Half-time is usually defined as 6 credits. Other forms of financial aid, the biggest one is federal work-study. Federal work-study is a job on campus. It does not apply to your outstanding bill. You will be paid based on the number of hours that you work, and the students are paid every other week, generally on Fridays. This is a very competitive program, so if you have received a federal work-study award, that gives you the opportunity to look for employment on campus when you get here, and if you are hired, then you can earn up to that amount that is on your award. If all of you hopefully are out there applying for external scholarships, either through your high school or local organizations around here. The Community Foundation of Western Mass is one of our big external scholarship providers. civic organizations in your town. If you are awarded one of these scholarships, generally they will not have an impact on the current financial aid package that you have. We do understand that a lot of times these scholarships are kind of one-time things, and also that they're generally a smaller amount. If they are significant, then, if you get a full tuition scholarship, then we make some adjustments to our institutional aid. If you do receive one of these scholarships, all you need to do is send us a copy of your notification, and we can record it on your record as anticipated financial aid, so you don't have to pay that up front. We will wait for that to come in as a payment for you. We assume on your award letter that you're going to accept all of your scholarships or grant. Again, they're free money, you don't have to pay it back. We do need you to accept or decline your subsidized and or unsubsidized loans on the award letter. You also need to accept the federal work study on the financial aid offer letter also. That gives us an idea that you do want these programs, and that we will continue to process the student loans for you so they're all ready by the time you get here in the fall. So the next question is, how do I pay off my bill after financial aid has been applied? Again, we already talked about the Parent Plus loan. There are also private loans available, which on our website is a list of private loans that you can shop for. Sometimes people will pick the private loans over the Parent Plus loan because of different factors such as interest rates, repayment. So you can certainly shop for those on our website. Some people use their savings to pay the rest of the bill, and we do have a payment plan available through Western New England if you so choose to use that. The bills, which we'll talk a little bit about in a couple of slides. The bill is going to be available online through the student self-service. Generally in early July. In the summer, the students will attend a summer orientation program, and a lot of the registration will be going on at that time. So once the bill has been posted, again, sometime in early July, arrangements just need to be made by August 1st. So Western New England University has partnered with Official Payments to offer a secure and convenient payment plan option for the fall and spring semester. So when you receive your bill in the beginning of July, it's only going to be for the fall semester. So you're only billed one semester at a time, okay? So the fall semester payment plan begins on July 1st and runs through November 1st. Spring semester plan runs from December 1st through April 1st. So the fall semester is a 5-month plan. The spring semester is a 5-month plan. So it's kind of, to make it simple, what your bill will be on his self-service or her self-service. The anticipated financial aid will be listed on there. And then whatever's left, you would divide by 5, and that would be your monthly payment. We do recommend before you sign up for a payment plan that if you are using private loans and or outside scholarships, that we have information on that in our office so we can put it up as anticipated aid. And we highly recommend that you waive the health insurance. Okay, so that's a pretty large charge that'll be on your bill, but you need to waive that before you sign up the payment plan. Okay, so that kind of brings me to the end. If you want to speak more in depth about your individual package, or if you have additional questions, you can reach out to our individual enrollment services coordinators. You can reach out to them by email. Otherwise, you can call the office. Our number is 413-796-2080, and you will be transferred to your enrollment service coordinator for more detailed information about your very specific package. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. So that's all I have. Again, signing off from Kathleen Chambers, Director of Financial Aid at Western New England University. Thank you.